Yes, sir. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast, hosted by yours truly, OGHatchTV. You know the fuck it is, man. Now spin the block. Please spin the block. Let's remind those niggas in the back, whoever they don't give a fuck what I'm talking about, that I am indeed the flyest, highest, coolest, smoothest host of them all. OGHatchTV. You know the fuck it is, man. What's up with y'all, man? Hopefully up there looking good, feeling good, staying safe. It's a whole lot of shit going on in these trenches, man. I tell you that shit each and every motherfucking episode. I want to say shout out to everybody around the world that's tapped in, enjoying the conversation, man. Let's keep this empire brick by brick, no matter if that's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, etc., etc. If you tap in on YouTube, watch this right now at the OGHatchTV YouTube channel. Go ahead, ring a like, drop a like, ring a bell, subscribe to the channel. All the good shit that YouTube is saying, man. I truly appreciate all the motherfucking me love support, man. Let's keep this shit going. Episode 124, on the grind 200. This shit don't stop for a motherfucking soul, man. For the people that's tapped in, listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and etc. We started the episode off listening to Nipsey Hussle, one of my favorite rappers of all time. He was like that before he even passed away. Want to say rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. You see him on the wall right here at the Laker game, throwing up 60s, nigga. This type of shit he was on, man. You know, I was saying shit in the last episode, and somebody was like, they gonna cancel me type shit. Don't be surprised if some of my old clips resurface in a couple years. You can't cancel a nigga that's always been authentic to himself. If you ever just peep game, the niggas who get canceled is the niggas who, you know what I'm saying, they jump in and out of motherfucking lanes type shit. They never just stay true to themselves. The niggas that stay true to themselves, you know, people just accept them for them type shit. So am I an ignorant motherfucker? Yes. Do I say some wild shit from time to time? Yes. But my heart's in the right place. Real shit. But the reason why we started the episode off with Nipsey Hussle, man, before I press record today, before we even got everything set up, I came across some very important news, some very important news when it comes to the streets, when it comes to hip hop, when it comes to African American men. Period. You know, news came out today that Eric Holder Jr., the pussy ass nigga who killed Nipsey Hussle, the man who also shot two other people at the crime scene, he was today sentenced to 60 years. It's funny that they gave a nigga who was from rolling 60s 60 motherfucking years. The news did come out that Eric Holder has been sentenced to 60 motherfucking years. So justice has been served for Nipsey Hussle's killing. So let's give a round of applause for the justice system for actually working in our favor this time. Round of applause, please, for LAPD, please. All right, that's enough. You still fuck the pow now. Well, let's start off there, man. Long live neighborhood Nip. Nipsey Hussle, Eric Holder getting 60 motherfucking years. I didn't plan on starting the podcast off with this news, but this is some very motherfucking important news to myself. I'm a huge Nipsey Hussle fan. Obviously, this is a big case in hip hop. This is somebody who was a legend. This is somebody who not only was a legend as far as, I said on episodes ago, he wasn't musically a legend, but he was a legend in the community. And that's far more important to me than any motherfucking thing. How I tell y'all, LeBron having a school is worth any motherfucking championship, you know what I'm saying, that's even out there. That's the same thing I feel about Nipsey Hussle. You know, it's tricky because, you know, you have people saying dude had to have a sentence, he had to be found guilty, or it was going to be uproar in the streets. I didn't think that was necessarily going to be the case. Obviously, we all know once the Nipsey Hussle killing went down, there was reports about, you know what I'm saying, revenge, being taking place on the Eric Holder family and stuff like that. I don't know if that shit is true or not. Honestly, I hope it's not, just because those were innocent people. The person that who should have got touched and got their motherfucking block blown off was Eric motherfucking Holder. But he did the right thing. That nigga went hard into the mental facilities and shit like that. He did the right thing, what niggas are supposed to do when they trying to stay alive type shit. But it's something about 60 years that don't sit with me. Now, obviously, we all know a nigga gets 60 years, they pretty much giving a nigga life. The nigga is like 30-something right now. He's like 32 or 35 right now. So if he does complete his entire sentence, that nigga be 95 years old by the time he gets out of prison. Me personally, I don't think that should be I don't think him having a release date, that's not acceptable in my eyes, just because, nigga, you literally killed somebody for no motherfucking reason. Not only did you kill somebody, you shot them, left the scene, came back, shot them again, left, came back, shot them again, kicked them in the fucking face. So like you went extra with the shit. No matter what you say your point of reasoning of doing this was for, you actually went like extra type shit. I just binge watched all the first 48 that's on Hulu. Like, nigga, there's some cases on there where niggas just did the most. And when the end of the episode come up and they put up what the niggas did, I see a nigga get fucking 199 years. Like 199 years hit different. I'm sorry. You tell me a nigga got 60 years, I'm looking at this nigga may be one of them lucky motherfuckers that actually lived out his term. Do I think that will happen? Nah, I doubt it. Because I'm pretty sure that nigga not going to be the most liked nigga in prison. Because I've already seen footage of nigga getting socked the fuck up, his face all fucked up and shit like that. So he getting the beats. It's a tough time for that nigga right now. But to me, it should have been far more ignorant. I would have liked it if it had been way more ignorant than 60 years. If they would have said, nigga, we giving you 150 years, like, nigga, that's letting you know, nigga, fuck you. You are never getting out this motherfucker. 60 years, it's a little dash of hope. I ain't gonna lie, it's a little dash of hope. Because I said nigga be like 95. If nigga lives to 95, hey, he'll still be able to enjoy that moment of being a free man again. Him having that possibility, knowing that Nipsey Hussle kids won't have the possibility of seeing their father again. As someone who's lost their father to murder, I know what that shit feel like. And I still haven't recovered from that at being 27 years old. So I'm thinking about the kids with that. My dad's murder is unsolved. I know the niggas who killed my daddy. Them niggas was famous rappers. Them niggas was signed to Ice Cube. Them niggas was in, Straight Outta Compton. I'm gonna give y'all niggas a little bit of game. Straight Outta Compton. And I'm gonna talk about this on probably next episode. I'm gonna dive deeper into the story about my pop's murder. Straight Outta Compton, it's a group called Above the Law. I don't know if you niggas ever heard of Above the Law. There was a rap group called Above the Law. And one of them niggas was my dad's best friend growing up. Like, my dad has a lot of history when it comes to, like, hip-hop. It's rumored that he was one of the founding niggas to put money together to start the St. Lunatics. Like, he was telling everybody about the St. Lunatics years before Nelly even started popping type shit. So, like, my dad, he made beats. He was into all the music shit. But he was from Cali. He was a Long Beach Crip. You know what I'm saying? He was best friends with a nigga who was in Above the Law. Them niggas was in the Straight Outta Compton movie. So as a kid, me being happy to go see Straight Outta Compton, it was a scene to where it was like an escalator scene where the fight was fighting the escalators and shit. Ice Cube was rolling with some niggas. He was rolling with the niggas from Above the Law when they got into, I think that was the Easy E niggas and shit like that. Them niggas killed my pops. Like, this is the shit I gotta live with. So I know what it's like to as a kid for some shit to be what's the word I'm looking for? Is it high priority? Not high priority, but like of high notice. It was a killing of high notice. Outside niggas, they didn't know. But me and my family knew who the fuck did the shit. And these niggas are stars. These niggas are celebrities. And Nipsey Hussle's case, he was a star. He was a celebrity. And he's been taken off this earth in such a way that this nigga funeral was at the Staples Center. He had some Michael Jackson type shit. I didn't expect that. And I'm thinking about the kid. So a nigga getting 60 years for killing that kid's father, that's not enough. Stick it to that nigga. Get that nigga 150 motherfucking years. Do it for the little guy. Please, do it for the little motherfucking guy. But you gotta take what you can get. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take what you can get. I've seen this shit play out many times where it was the ruling wasn't in the favor of the family of the victim and shit like that. So I'm happy that there was justice to some degree. 60 years is 60 motherfucking years. So I want to say once again, rest in peace to the late, great Nipsey motherfucking Hussle. I send my prayers and condolences to the Nipsey Hussle family. Anyone who's been impacted by Nipsey Hussle, family, friends, fans, any motherfucking body. Homeless people on the street type shit. Don't fucking matter. This is a victory for all of us. Victory motherfucking lap, my nigga. So I'm happy about that. And if we can, I usually don't do this, but I do want to have a little small moment of silence for Neighborhood Nip, just because I really haven't listened to no Nipsey music lately, just because it's still kind of You know what I mean? Still fuck with him. Like sometimes when I look to the side and I see this nigga when I'm recording, it kind of choked me up a little bit because this nigga, he impacted my life in such a way that for a nigga who didn't have a father, older niggas who was giving me game and speaking to me a certain way that I can understand, I always cherish them niggas. And this was a nigga who did that for me. So if we can, small, brief moment of silence for my nigga Neighborhood Nip, man.
Wow.
And now that that's over, I want to go ahead and move on, man. Once again, rest in peace, Neighborhood motherfucking Nip. You know, I want to move on to something I've been thinking about. You know, I want to think about, you know, one thing this podcast is known for questioning things. We've always talked about the whole transgender situation. We always talk about the people who say they was born gay. You know what I'm saying? I've let you guys know time and time again. And I might bring it up on another episode in the near future. Because I never truly dove into it, but I don't believe people are born gay. I don't believe that whatsoever. The same way I don't believe people are born racist. I believe those are things that take place in your adolescence, your childhood, that build those foundations for us to be gay, racist, all types of shit. And nothing's wrong with being gay, by the way. I have no problem with anybody that's gay. Love who the fuck you love, but I don't believe motherfuckers are born gay. I just fucking don't. But we'll get into that for another monthly topic. The reason why I want to bring it up right now is because for the people watching on YouTube, I got the topic as, what if God was disappointed in us? You know, it started off as a joke, honestly, when I was sitting back smoking. It started off as a motherfucking joke. And I was talking about the whole transgender shit. Like, if I was God, like, I'd be highly upset. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, what if God was looking down being disappointed because motherfuckers is telling him that he made a mistake, that they was born in the wrong body type shit? Like, how can you tell a nigga that's been making people since making people was a thing that he was made wrong? Like, that's a wild motherfucking take. Like, I remember always sitting back, you know, like I was talking about interracial dating and stuff like that. Like, nigga, Martin Luther King did not die. He did not catch a hot one from a sniper so niggas can just fuck white girls. He didn't do that. Trust me, it was a much more elaborate plan. He had a much more elaborate plan than just fucking white girls. He did, trust me. Trust. Trust. It was much more than just getting some front seat, you know, some front seats on the bus too, my nigga. But when you really think about, God, you know what I'm saying, people that believe God is an actual person and he went through the whole, you know what I'm saying, nail to the coffin shit, let's just take that shit and run with it. Let's say that shit is true. Say a nigga was getting nailed to some wood. That sounds crazy. But let's just say that shit, it actually happened. Now put yourself in the shoes of the nigga who sacrificed himself. You know what I mean? The nigga who's creating life, he's making people, he's making us type shit. And motherfuckers got the audacity to tell him he fucked up. I can only imagine what I would feel like if I was God. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can only imagine. I would be so motherfucking upset with you niggas to think that, nigga, I sacrificed my life. Nigga, y'all supposed to be, honestly, y'all ain't advanced enough. This all y'all motherfuckers got is iPhone 14s? That's all the fuck you got in 2023 is some iPhone fucking 14s? Bitch ass nigga who was turning water into wine back in motherfucking New BC? And all you niggas got some fucking tablets? I'll be highly upset. You niggas we ain't advanced enough. You nigga, I'll be walking around this motherfucker with a stank face like, the best you motherfuckers got to offer me is LeBron James. Get this nigga, this nigga ain't got no fucking lining. Get this nigga the fuck out of here, B. For real shit. Motherfucker, I've been making people since making people was a motherfucking thing. You gonna tell me I made the mistake. Bitch, you been on this earth for what, 24 years? I've been around BC, bitch. I've been around this motherfucker and I made the mistake. I would be so fucking flabbergasted with you niggas. I would be so mad. I would be so fucking mad. But I don't think people take that in consideration, you know, so they be like, God, I was made in the wrong body. Were you? Were you really? You Out of all the billions of motherfuckers, it's like one every 200 people who was born in the wrong body type shit. All right, cool. Me, Hatch, I'll accept that. But the big guy, the man above type shit, get the fuck out of here. He'll fuck around and kick your ass right to clean out of heaven for that shit. He made a mistake. Okay. Oh, motherfucking K, nigga. Real motherfucking talk, man. Moving on, man. I want to get into a topic that's really important to me right now. Big Groove versus the people. You know, if you don't know what Big Groove is the big black dude. Dancing and shit. He'll probably take a bite of a chicken sandwich, or, you know what I'm saying? Short bite, head ass nigga. He'll do that and get the dancing and all that good shit. But he pretty much was introduced to me just dancing. To me, later on is when he started, you know what I'm saying, going to these establishments and trying their food and doing all that. To me, I thought that shit was just a natural progression of content creating. I honestly did. But he catching a lot of motherfucking heat, bro. He truly is. Like I said, he started off dancing as a dancing shit kept getting, you know what I'm saying, more viral, more attention. You start seeing them with like Snoop Dogg and other celebrities and stuff like that. Then you start seeing them niggas going to these little small restaurants and stuff like that. And, you know what I'm saying, creating content, giving them some publicity. He probably getting some free food type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I seen the natural progression of content creator when I saw this nigga Big Groove. Did I enjoy the shit? No, I don't enjoy no nigga that's big dancing. I just don't. You gotta really be killing some shit to be a big nigga dancing. I'm gonna be honest with you. It can't be half nice. It can't be, you know, you gotta be some shit like, you know, like, what's my nigga name? Is it, hey, what's my nigga name? Duke? No, is it Deuce? What's my nigga name? Deuce. My nigga Deuce. Crunk ain't dead. I can't believe I'm forgetting my nigga name right now. But he a big nigga. He a heavy set nigga. Now, he not as big as Big Groove. Big Groove not a fat nigga. Big Groove is a muscle, meathead, bound ass nigga. But the Deuce, I'm forgetting my nigga name. But he's a chunky nigga. He losing a lot more weight now. But he started off as a chunkier nigga. But he was dancing and hitting that shit like all them little dancing shit you see on motherfucker. He was doing all that shit. He was killing that shit. So niggas never had a problem with a fat nigga dancing if he can actually fucking dance. But Big Groove is a different type of big nigga. The nigga at least, he's a bodybuilder for sure. I seen him doing the whole bodybuilder shit. He's a big nigga. It's like obsessively big. He got to be obsessed with the gym, obsessed with some pre-work. He one of them type of niggas, right? So niggas it's an automatic turn off. And I'm not saying like an attractive way, but I'm saying I turn off to the American, to the public people when they see a nigga like that dance. But it's actually evolved into something that's much more. It's damn near sad. Like it depends on how you look at this shit. This Big Groove shit is kind of sad because as he was getting viral, he was getting all the attention and notoriety. But at the same time, he was getting all this notoriety and publicity. You had niggas hating on the nigga. Like, niggas hated watching this nigga dance. Like, niggas was always commenting on social media how they would fuck around, slap the shit out of this nigga. He was doing that shit in front of them. People were pretty much disgusted with Big Groove, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you. I seen a few of those clips and I was like, yo, this nigga's way too big to be moving like that. But I always thought he was a big jolly ass nigga. Like, I didn't look at him and think he was gay. I didn't look at him and think he was, you know what I'm saying, a bitch ass nigga. I thought he was one of them jolly ass niggas. I know jolly niggas, bro. There's nothing wrong with being a jolly ass nigga. I know when we was younger, you know what I'm saying? We seen jolly niggas. We just considered them niggas lame. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't getting no pussy. We did that shit in middle school, high school, shit like that. Bro, we grown as fuck. When I see a nigga just happy, hey, my nigga, shout out to you. Round of applause for your happiness, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I salute niggas that can find happiness because I'm a nigga who's mad literally all the time. If I'm not mad and I'm just in the middle type shit, I'm just here. My emotions is just flatline type shit. But if motherfucker who can just find happiness, find a reason not to be depressed, I can't do nothing but salute that. So I over time, I started to, you know what I'm saying, gradually accept the nigga for dancing. You know what I'm saying? Shark bite. I was saying shark bite my damn self. Like, shark bite that shit, Big Groove. But we got to a point. Time goes by. You know what I mean? You would think nigga like that, his content was supposed to die down a little bit. His content did the opposite. His content, the more he started to put out, the more he started to offend people. And I didn't understand the offensive part of it until I seen a tweet 2 days ago. News came out that Big Groove was canceled, fam. I mean, not canceled, but one of his TikTok pages was banned. And the reason why I say one of them is because I still see a nigga. He had like multiple TikTok pages. I still see bro posting on TikTok. But I think like his main page or something like that got banned. And I didn't understand it. But it comes out that people are getting mad at Big Groove and the other nigga who be dipping he be out here in Arizona, he be everywhere, and he be dipping the food, eating it all, creating chicken, nigga. I don't find pleasure in seeing people eat anything. So I like the whole mukbang shit, like that shit is lame and disgusting. And you're a creepy motherfucker if you can enjoy somebody just eating. Like that's some wild shit for me. But I understand that it's a lot of weird motherfuckers who enjoy that for some reason. So I just thought those niggas finding their own lane. But when it comes to the chicken nigga and the Big Groove nigga, people are convincing them, accusing them of performing menstruously. Is that pronounced that right? Menstruously? Minstrelsy? Menstruously? Look, now I don't fucking know. Never even heard of this word, but I'm be honest with you, until I had to look it up and see what the fuck niggas was talking about. It's really going back to, Richard Pringle's The Famous Minstrels about Billy King. It's basically just about niggas performing for white folks, bro. It's a thread on Twitter. If you go to my like tweets on Twitter, you'll be able to see it. To where it's a bunch of niggas in black, it's white people in blackface. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in blackface performing tap dancing and shit for white folks, entertaining white folks. Now I will admit, a lot of these videos you see a Big Groove, he is around a lot of white people. I didn't even put that shit 2 and 2 together because I always thought he was just in public places, bro. The nigga, he'd be at Disneyland or some shit. I don't expect to see 1,000 niggas at Disneyland. I just don't. Niggas got bills, bro. And when niggas go to Disneyland, them some pre-planned trips. You know what I'm saying? Niggas going to Six Flags, you have straight A's, nigga, for the whole first semester before you go to Six Flags type shit. So I never truly expected to see a bunch of niggas in his videos. Look at the nigga. Do he look like he hang with a bunch of niggas? No. So why would I expect to see a bunch of niggas in his videos? But that's just me. That's why I didn't put the whole minstrel shit, whatever the fuck that coon shit is. We're gonna see he's cooning basically. But people are putting 2 and 2 together. He's doing this, he's biting some food, and he's dancing, he's performing, and there's a bunch of white people in the back smiling and laughing and enjoying his performance. So people are, the woke side of Twitter, they got this nigga the fuck out of here. They made enough outrage and enough noise to get this nigga banned from TikTok. To get banned from TikTok, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, you gotta be doing some shit. You gotta be doing some wild shit, or there gotta be a large amount of people who reporting your shit. Because the amount of shit that's on TikTok that shouldn't be on TikTok is fucking crazy. And to think that a nigga who I thought was just enjoying himself and dancing and finding being positive during the pandemic, like I thought the nigga was just being a positive nigga during the pandemic, bro. I promise you I thought he was. To think that nigga got his shit took down, to think that nigga probably gonna lose out on some opportunities because he's not a good look to work with no more. Like these social media niggas be popping, bro. What's the nigga named Drewski? I don't think Drewski's funny at all, but I respect Drewski. Wanna know why I respect Drewski? Because I see Drewski in fucking Samsung commercials, Google commercials. I could swear he's the voice on the Pizza Hut commercial. I see Drewski making fucking money, my nigga. And it all comes from what? The same shit Big Groove doing. Performing. On the internet. Performing. Clowning motherfuckers. Performing. The only thing the difference between Drewski and Big Groove is clowning himself. He know he look fucking goofy as fuck dancing. He know he's too fucking big to be pop locking and shit. The nigga's bigger than Terry Crews. And that's what made the shit funny about Terry Crews. He's too big to be moving like that. So Big Groove is way bigger than Terry Crews. So he knew he was the butt of the jokes. He knew those things. But he capitalized off it. The nigga Drewski just clown other people. It's the same mother. They in the same car, my nigga. They in the same fucking car. It's just you niggas enjoy Drewski. You niggas like Drewski. And I'm not trying to downplay, talk shit on Drewski and nothing like that. But it sticks to what I'm saying. I don't think none of these niggas is funny. But I understand that these niggas doing this shit is putting money in their pocket. The chicken nigga who be going all across the country, goes to these fast food establishments, dipping the motherfucking food in some sauce, going crazy, shit spilling all over his face. That nigga's getting paid, bro. That's promotion for these fucking establishments. Like I said, Drewski's on Google commercials with Giannis and Joel Embiid and shit like that. This nigga, he just cracking jokes on Instagram. What was the nigga name? Shiggy? What was his name? Shiggy? What he in the Drake videos and shit? So what y'all doing the Big Groove? All he was doing was dancing and shit. Now, for the people who can, believe he was cooning, they can bring all these facts up. Like I said, I'm looking at the thread on Twitter right now, and I get it. Do I think that that's what he was doing? I don't. But sometimes, sometimes, bro, sometimes you can be as right as right can be. And it's all about numbers at the end of the day. If it's a large amount of people who disagree with you, who don't fuck with you, who want you out of here, it'll happen, bro. It'll happen. If you don't got the same amount, or even more numbers on your side, you will eventually get the fuck out of here, bro. And I can honestly say, I don't know if it was that many people who truly fucked with Big Groove from our side of the motherfucking internet. I don't. I was just being cool, letting it exist type shit. But I just think it's wild that throughout all the shit that's going on, like all the wild shit that's going on, which we're gonna get into the whole Karl Malone and Kyrie Irving reception at All-Star Weekend. But all the shit that's going on right now, to think that you niggas put y'all time and effort to get Big Groove the fuck out of here for dancing and smiling and eating food, it lets me know where you niggas' heads is at. Real motherfucking talk. Moving the fuck on, man. It's against the street beefs. I went against the street beefs, man. I think this is the biggest beef that I see on the internet right now. It ain't Bloods and Crips. It ain't GDs versus BDs. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Black Lives Matter, run up on Charleston White. It ain't none of that shit. The biggest beef that I see in the streets right now is parents versus the cool kids. And the cool kids is niggas like me. Niggas who don't got kids. Niggas who can do whatever the fuck they want. But it's the beef. It truly is a motherfucking beef, man. And the reason why I bring it up is because I was on social media and I've been seeing it for quite some time. And I just been laughing at it type shit. But once I seen like one of my closer homeboys say this shit on social media, it kind of like, it made me say, nigga, shut the fuck up. But I wanted to bring it up on the podcast. Niggas was like, yo, if you 20, he was talking about women, of course. He was like, if you 21 plus and you don't got no kids, that mean your pussy trash. And obviously that goes into the deeper conversation of people who be like, you 25 plus, and you ain't got no kids, that tell me something about you. Like niggas, people who had kids early for some strange reason, they find it super important to them to try to like shit on motherfuckers who didn't have kids early. Like we're in a backwards ass world right now. To the point to where niggas who had kids young as fuck, who struggling like a motherfucker right now, has the audacity to look at motherfuckers and be like, you ain't got no kids right now? What the fuck wrong with you? You some type of bitch ass nigga? Like, it's weird as fuck right now. And I'm not trying to say people who I know personally are fucked up in life right now because they got kids. I never want to even make it seem like because you had a kid early, that automatically means you fucked up. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I know you're not doing better than me. I know for a fact you're not doing better than me. And not even just me. I know for a fact you're not, on average, The average of you motherfuckers who had kids early, you are not, I repeat, you are not doing better than motherfuckers who didn't have kids early. I'm beyond. You can go from your aunties, your mamas, your grandma. Look at every motherfucker who had a kid early. They be fucked up, bro. On average, they be fucked up. I know niggas right now, I ain't gonna say no names. Niggas got like 5 kids still living with their mama. But them niggas be the main niggas talking shit about, you ain't got no kids by such and such, nigga. My kids is my life. I bet they is your fucking life, nigga. You can't do shit else. What the fuck else can you do? What the fuck else can you do but sit your ass on the couch and yell at them damn kids all day? I just find it funny because I sit back like, yo, I ain't got no kids, bro. I got a dog. But like me, if I want to go somewhere, I just go. I ain't got to have nobody watch no kids. I ain't got to worry about making sure these motherfuckers grow into some productive citizens. But it's one thing for you motherfuckers to be having these kids, but is you actually raising these motherfucking kids to be productive? Is you motherfucker? Because it's a lot of you motherfuckers, I don't think y'all the best of parents. But y'all happy because y'all got kids. Okay. But like I said, I can go out of the country whenever the fuck I want to. That's a fact. If Hatch want to go out the country, Hatch going out the country. If Hatch want to go any fucking where in the country, I can go. I don't even need nobody to watch my dog, man. Put the dog food outside, man. Eat up, little baby. Eat up, little girl. Come on, fat girl. Come eat this fucking food, man. I'll be back in a couple days. Go on, piss and shit on the patio, man. I'll clean that shit up, man. Live life. Be one with nature type shit. Who the hell are these kids? Y'all can't do that shit. But it's alarming to me that the amount of you motherfuckers who had kids straight out of high school, who now we almost 10 years from graduation. You niggas ain't millionaires. You niggas ain't thousandaires. Like I said, I'm a check the check ass nigga. I have no problem admitting I'm a check the check ass nigga. Hate that for myself. But I'm alright. I'm living good. I might be check to check, but like that's only after I pay all my bills and all my responsibilities type shit. And after I spent my little, my pocket money. Waiting on my next check. A lot of you niggas ain't even got that. You niggas y'all getting paid, got child support, kids. You niggas ain't getting no money, man. Stop the cap. Who you trying to confuse? Who you trying to convince? Me or yourself? You niggas ain't living that no lavish ass lifestyle. You got all these kids, man. Stop it. Stop the cap. You don't have to convince me, my nigga. I know you stressed. I know you are. You got a fucking toddler that's fucking crying and shit all fucking night. You stressed. You ain't getting no sleep. You pushing it on the graveyard shift. You ain't getting no fucking, you're not living a good life, my nigga. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's just, that shit is just, it goes back to like I was saying about the baby on last episode. It's motherfuckers who ain't never even seen $100,000 calling the baby broke. I can bet anything I got in my account that the baby got $100,000 just sitting somewhere. He probably got $100,000 on his shelf in his closet or something like that. In one of his closets. But it's a motherfucker on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit. It's motherfuckers on all these social platforms that's gonna open their mouth and say that nigga's broke because of what? How? What fiscal proof do you have that nigga's broke? Blueface? Alright. I'll let you get some show from Blueface. The baby? Come on, man. Like, motherfuckers just be talking, man. I guess that's the whole point of me even bringing that up. I don't want to be long-winded on the topic, but motherfuckers just be talking, man. You got the audacity to have kids young as fuck to open your mouth about motherfuckers who don't have kids. Like, man, it blows my motherfucking mind, dog. It truly motherfucking does, man. Moving on from them stupid fucks, man. Let's get into another topic that's really, this topic is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I talked about FBG Duck Mom on past episodes about her starting OnlyFans and stuff like that, right? And I kind of like stay away from it because I don't think she's an attractive woman. I'm tired of calling people ugly. Like, I really don't want want to call people ugly no more. I don't want to do that no more. Like I've been, because I ain't gonna lie to you. The reason why I don't want to call women ugly no more is because there'll be some ugly chicks I really want to fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. There'll be some chicks that's ugly as fuck to me. And like they go, I don't see them for a while. They pop back up, and I'm like, oh, she ain't that bad. Like Sukiyama, you know Sukiyama, Suki with the throat. Like when she talks, that's when she ugly as fuck to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The bullshit the shit that come out her mouth and the way she talk, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. But she wasn't an attractive woman last year. I'm gonna be honest with you. There were some pictures that was circulating around New Year type shit of Suki. Suki fine as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna Suki fine as shit. I don't know what the fuck was happening a year or two ago, but like now, she fine as a motherfucker. So I'm trying to stay away from saying motherfuckers ugly because you never really know. I'll be a nigga that's calling you ugly will be the same nigga in your DMs 6 months later. And I don't want to be that nigga, but I'll be that nigga. So I try to stop talking about FBG Duck Mom because she just truly isn't attractive. Like if she was younger, I wouldn't even touch her with a 10-foot pole. And I like older women, you know what I'm saying? I've always talked to women who had kids and stuff like that. I've always like slept with them and shit like that. But FBG Duck's mom is just not the one type shit. And like I told you, there's someone for everyone. There's people who are into certain things. News came out about FBG Duck's mom. She started OnlyFans, and then she said she got 35,000 in the first week alone. 35,000.
Wow.
In the first week alone. Now, whether or not you believe her, that's up to you. I'm not here to, you know what I'm saying, count nobody's pockets, especially FBG Duck Mama. Like, I don't think she's balling on no means, but I don't think she's homeless type shit, so it don't really matter. But for her to get $35,000, that says a lot about you niggas out there. And my initial thought was like, probably like a lot of you out there, like $35,000. You niggas gave this bitch $35K? Huh? I told y'all Iggy Azalea made $300,000 in one day. $300,000 in one day off that white pussy. She did that. I was this close, my nigga. Like, look at me. I was this fucking close from giving Iggy that money. Y'all know I want to fuck Iggy. Me and John Morant be in the comment section bowing each other, my nigga. Whatever pick he like, I already like that motherfucker, boy. We having a straight DM fest on this bitch. So I was that close to giving Iggy my last, nigga. Fuck that. It was dispensary or Iggy. Chose dispensary, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. That may speak about another motherfucking problem. But $35,000 for FBG Duck's mama is wild. I was talking shit about you niggas. Like, you niggas gave FBG Duck Mama some money? You niggas at the crib beating your shit to FBG Duck Mama? Like, that nigga FBG Duck gotta be tossing and turning in his grave right now. That nigga is not, I repeat, that nigga is not resting in peace. He is not. From all them other niggas in the hood making diss songs and to his mama popping that pussy on the neck, there's no way that nigga's resting in peace. He's eternally motherfucking at war right now. Real motherfucking talk. But then I had to catch myself. Then I had to say, Hatch, but you judging too much. I had a motherfucker told me back in the day, you be judging motherfuckers too much. I mean, true. But in this case, I was like, yo, man, I'm going too hard on these niggas. Like, what if these niggas are just into that kinky shit? Is it kink shaming? You know what I'm saying? For real. Is it kink shaming to not understand or to not be into what the fuck FBG Duck Mama doing? But we know MILFs is a thing. I love the MILF section. Like when I was younger, I feel like that was probably my most searched shit on Pornhub. I like the MILFs. Give me the MILF BBC. I got a big dick. I want to see a big. Well, damn, hold on. I just want to see a MILF get fucked by a black dick. That's all I be wanting to see. So MILF BBC. Send that shit through internet. What you got for me? That's what the fuck I used to do when I was younger. But the older I get, I kind of like dive into other motherfucking topics. But we know MILF is a thing. We know BBW is a thing. We know Ebony is a thing. So we know GILF is a thing. It's a category called GILFs. Grannies I like to fuck. Now, me personally, I fucked the grandma before. I told her the oldest one I ever fucked was like 47. She was grandma. Pussy was still, it was there. It worked. It was actually, honestly, it was probably, to be completely honest with you, the 47-year-old pussy that I touched was like the tightest pussy I've ever had in my life. That shit was crazy. Like on the Insta, I just told y'all on social media about like the tightest pussy in the world when she got the butt plug in. Nah, get you an old, like a grandma who's still like out here type shit. Some good shit, baby. It's some good shit. But like I said, those are it topics. GILFs, MILFs, Ebony, you know what I'm saying, BBW, those are things. And she's all of that. Now, I'm not into it. I don't look at FBG Duck Mom and be like, I gotta get a nut off of this. I've never looked at her and said that. There's nothing about her that makes me think that her bedroom is where the magic happens. I'm sorry. I don't see that when I look at her. But am I kink shaming the niggas who's giving her this $35,000? Like, should them niggas be ashamed of that? Should they truly be ashamed? Like, now, if you under the age of like, you know what I'm saying? If you under the age of 24 and you doing that shit, you got a problem. Maybe you should go get some fucking assistance. But older niggas, I get it. Then you gotta take into consideration, bro. She's Chicago mama. We know how niggas infatuated with Chicago, my nigga. King Von, Lil Durk, Chief Keef, Lil Baby, G Herbo, nigga Fat Trail, FBG Duck. These is known niggas from Chicago. And we know how infatuated niggas is with Chicago. So it really don't surprise me that she can even get some type of motion on her OnlyFans. Just off that alone, I can see a few thousand coming in through that. Off that alone. Now, I didn't know Adam 22 was promoting her shit too. Like, that's a bit much. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at the end of the day, it's niggas out there who's into that type of woman. And it could just be kink shaming for niggas who try to talk shit on and downplay it. Like a nigga like myself, like, I kind of feel bad, you know what I'm saying, talking shit about what niggas is into. Like, if niggas seen my search history on Pornhub, niggas will look at me like I'm a crazy ass nigga, B. I be watching some shit. Like, she did what with what? Like, I be watching some shit. I got VR headsets. I be in the room with these bitches. I be in the room with these bitches. I be ducking and dodging shit. I'm on my VR headset. Don't get that shit on me, nigga. I be in that motherfucker with them. So it's kink shaming to really get in on the motherfucker and what they into sexually, man, honestly. In 2023, I'm not surprised. But I will say this, how I got on the screen right now. FBG Duck Mama got me shook. Because I got a mama. No shit.
Wow.
I got a mama. But then seriously, I have a mother, bro. And my mom, she on social media. Like, I don't like this shit, but she on social media. She not posting no crazy shit. I think my mama actually know, like, yeah, it'll be a problem. Like, it's just certain, she knows certain shit that I don't even, like, don't play with me, man. It'll be a problem, this bitch. But I have a mother. She's on Facebook. She got a TikTok. Like, she be sending me shit on TikTok and shit like that. Like, she's an active person on social media. Do I like it? No. My mama should be at the library or something, reading books or some shit, like learning new recipes or some shit like that. But it's either her being on Facebook or her pressuring me about giving her a fucking grandchild. Like, go on Facebook, goddammit. But it's like, I have a mother, fam. Like, I can only imagine, like, to think about FBG Duck. I can only imagine, bro. This nigga died and his mama trying to relive her old days. She got 10 kids. So she been popping that pussy. That's not even some shit I gotta say no disrespect about. She been popping that pussy. She got 10 kids. 10. 10, my nigga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She has 10 kids. So she's been popping that pussy. 10 kids is just the 10 niggas you had babies with. Like, that ain't the count of niggas you had fun with. Like, she's been popping that pussy open. Nothing wrong with it. Live your life. My great grandma had like 18 damn kids with like 17 different niggas or some shit like that. You know, I don't know, Granny. I don't know. If I'm lying out, my bad. I'm sorry. But she's been popping that pussy. I can only, it's just what FBG does to think that when you die, that's what your name is tied to now. Because his mom isn't known as Sally Rogers. Sally Rogers from O Block. No, nigga. Her name is FBG Duck's mom. You can watch any interview that she has. I'm damn near positive her OnlyFans say FBG Duck Mama. That's her brand, my nigga. There's nothing else. That's why it's so wild that she's doing this, because her brand is her dead son. That, as fucked up as that sounds, her brand is her dead son. So anytime you see her, it don't say, I don't even know if her real name. It don't say Lakeisha. It don't say none of that. It says FB. It says the gang he was with, his gang name, and who the fuck she is to him. So when you see her popping that pussy, spreading them pussy lips on OnlyFans, the caption gonna say, pussy lips FBG Duck's mama. That's what it's gonna say. So I can only imagine how, like, I know he ain't here no more, but like, I can only imagine what that shit got to be like for that nigga's legacy. That shit got me scared as fuck. If I ever see some shit like that, man, look, I'm gonna be on the news. I will be on the motherfucking news. It'll be a problem in the Hatch family, my nigga. I'm dead ass serious. But that shit got me scared, bro, because I don't have a ratchet ass mama like that. But I know a lot of niggas who do. And in 2023, niggas, it's a lot of older women who's a lot more comfortable with playing this young woman's game, my nigga. A lot of them were a lot more comfortable with this shit. And to think that FBG Duck Mom is spreading that pussy on OnlyFans and niggas is shopping, niggas better guard your mama, bro. You niggas better guard your mama, my nigga. Fuck they say guard your mama, but boy, real talk. Moving on, man. Let's speed through this shit. Let's get into Karl Malone receiving pedophile privilege. You know, All-Star Weekend took place in Utah. Horrible All-Star Weekend. It's been horrible since I was a kid, to be honest with you. News came out. The ratings was down like 29% from last year. It was bad, bro. And they say Utah. Like, I don't expect shit good to happen in Utah. But shout out to people in Utah. But Karl Malone was there, obviously. John Stockton was there, obviously. He's a conspiracy theorist ass nigga. He's like Kyrie Irving times a trillion. Like, the shit he believes in is actually kind of wild. I ain't gonna lie to you. But Karl Malone, I've known about this Karl Malone shit, nigga, since I've known about Karl Malone. I've known about him getting a 12-year-old pregnant when he was 20. He was in college. He got a 12-year-old pregnant. Ended up, the baby was his, but of course he denied the baby type shit. Rekindled a relationship with the son at like 14. The actual son, who's Karl Malone's, child, actually made it to the NFL. Forget the nigga's name, but he made it to the NFL. Like, he's Karl Malone's son. Like, he got it's in him type shit. You know what I'm saying? He made it to the league. But of course, all this news came back out once All-Star Game was being put back in Utah this year. And I seen Bomani Jones say something about it like last week. But I've always known this shit, and I never truly told about it because it seemed like Karl Malone was never going to get in trouble about this shit. And the reason why he truly never got in trouble, which a lot of people don't know this part, when he did get this woman pregnant, the family, her parents decided to like keep it hush hush because they understood that Karl Malone was finna make it to the NBA and make a shit ton of money. So, of course, there was no criminal charges brought towards Karl Malone, but they did take him to civil court, and he did have to settle with them outside of court. So he did cut a check for them. But the parents of this young girl decided to keep it on the low. And I truly thought that, like, growing up, knowing that that's what happened, that should have been the end-all, be-all. But as I got older and I started to have these feelings about how I felt about the R. Kelly victims, the children, and how we feel about their parents, Aaliyah's parents, you know what I'm saying? Niggas who just turned a blind eye or took a check, or people who knew R. Kelly and Michael Jackson and them niggas was accused of, but still was deciding to bring their kids around. The same way we look at them is the same way we should look at this the young woman who Karl Malone got pregnant, her parents. We should look at them the exact same way. But I never truly talked about this shit because I didn't think anything was ever going to happen. Now that it's resurfaced, I truly still don't think things will take place. But I think the NBA should, going forward, try to stop bringing that nigga around. Like, Karl Malone not a nigga who out in the public eye anyway. I think that's why a lot of people don't know this shit. Like, Karl Malone's a nigga who just go off into the boonies and fish and shit like that. Like, he's not in the public eye. If he was a Charles Barkley ass nigga who's a key figure in TV, you know what I'm saying, who's always on every commercial, you would always heard about this shit. But the simple fact that Karl Malone really got his money and dipped, it's not something that's an active thought. You know what I'm saying? When you see the nigga, you think of Utah Jazz pick and roll. But for the niggas who knew, you didn't ever want to see Karl Malone. I was actually disgusted every time him and LeBron exchanged, a greeting with each other. The picture with him, Karl Malone, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I hated that moment. Because moments like that made me think of the moment we never got at the NBA 75 when Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron were supposed to be there. We never got that moment. So when I see LeBron having this historic moment, love it for him. But to have it diminished by having Karl Malone as there, and Karl Malone had that look that he knew everybody was talking shit. He had that look like he knew nobody truly wanted that nigga there but the people who lived in Utah. And the reason why I say pedophile, put it on the screen for people watching on OGHatchTV at YouTube. Once again, ring that bell, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. He didn't get not one fucking boo. Karl Malone has never truly had to answer to this shit. He did respond to it after All-Star Weekend. He was like, he's not going to respond to it. He has nothing to say about it. He doesn't care about the backlash. He will continue to live his life. This is what he said. Not word for word, but that's pretty much the sum of it. And it's funny because when they announced Kyrie Irving's name at All-Star Weekend, he got booed. They announced Karl Malone's name, he got cheers, standing ovation, bitches crying, niggas wanting to sign autographs and shit. That let me know a lot about America. Because we live in America to where a nigga who stands for what he believes in ain't never hurt nobody. He's very, he's a great humanitarian. He's a great father. He's a great basketball talent. He's a young man finding his way in life. Do I agree with the shit Kyrie Irving does? Of course not. I've told y'all about everything I had a problem with Kyrie Irving. It was never about Kyrie Irving the person. Do I think he's one of those niggas who think he's smarter than everybody? Yeah. But that don't mean that nigga's a bad guy. Do the nigga do he treat the NBA like he treat, like I treated Amazon? Absolutely. But he ain't never statutory raped nobody. Karl Malone did. Kyrie Irving ain't never tried to fuck his teammate's wife that we know about. Karl Malone did. Now, I'm be honest with you, I'm such a Kobe guy. I was more so upset at the shit he did with Vanessa than the whole statutory rape shit. And I'm kind of ashamed by that. I'm ashamed that I gave a fuck more about what he did to Kobe than what he did to that little girl. For the people that don't know, Kobe and Karl Malone didn't get along, bro. When he was there in 2004, like when niggas be talking about, yeah, Kobe had the rape case. Kobe had the rape case, and he also had to deal with his teammate trying to fuck his girl. Karl Malone was trying to fuck Vanessa Bryant, bro. He was trying to fuck her, bro. And even still, at that age, she was like 18, 19, 20. This nigga was like 35. Karl Malone was trying to fuck her, bro. I don't know if y'all seen the clip that came on years ago. He was like, Karl Malone was like, Kobe Bryant still got a problem with me. That's on Kobe Bryant. He wasn't Tom Buckles. He wasn't passing him the ball. No, nigga, he was trying to fuck Vanessa Bryant. Now, Vanessa Bryant fine as a motherfucker. But I love Kobe so much, I don't even follow Vanessa Bryant. Because I don't even feel like liking her pictures, my nigga. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think of Kobe when I see that woman. So I don't even, rest in peace, Kobe and Gigi, goddamn, man. But still, I love Kobe Bryant so much, I can't even find in myself to be like, damn, Vanessa Bryant fine. I can't do it. That's Mama Bryant, my nigga. So I've always had a strong dislike for Karl Malone, knowing he did that shit to Kobe. Like, yeah, we know what Delonte West did to LeBron and his mom. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. So it's a part of me, everybody, man, fuck Delonte West. Like, I get why he out the league. But I just think he would be that fucked up. We didn't know he had other shit lingering before that. But Karl Malone, you trying to fuck Kobe's his chick? Kobe? The black mom, you trying to fuck his girl. Get this nigga the fuck out of here. So I think that's a lot of dislike from Laker Nation towards Karl Malone. That's where all that comes from. But nobody ever gives him the disdain and the beratement he actually deserves for being a fucking pedophile. He's getting pedophile privilege because he doesn't have to answer these things. They're not forcing Karl Malone to answer this shit. And he's black. That's probably the most shocking thing about all this. This nigga's black and he getting away with this shit. So I think that's the craziest part about all this shit. It is wild to see that he still hasn't had to answer for none of this. I did read that the child that he disowned, like I said, they got into a better relationship at the age of 14, I believe. And ever since then, they pretty much talk every day. From the reports that I see, that him and that child are thick as thieves now. And that's good, I guess, man. If that child can forgive him, then that's cool. But that don't mean the rest of America should. That don't mean he shouldn't have to answer that shit. I don't know if the statute of statute of limitations is up for that motherfucking for that case. I don't know. I don't know what needs to take place, but something about us all knowing that he did that at 20 years old, had sex with a 12-year-old. Something about him never having to answer for that shit or face crime or punishment for that don't sit right with me. It just don't. And I'm so happy this nigga's not NBA champion. I'm so happy that his name is not brought up in the GOAT debate. I'm so happy that his name isn't always brought up till we have to think about this shit. I think that's he's using that to his advantage, but I'm happy he's not getting acknowledged as who the fuck he is on the court. He did at All-Star Weekend, but I'm happy that in normal everyday life, it is fuck Karl Malone type shit. So from me to you, Karl, fuck you, buddy. You sick fuck. I can't believe this nigga baby mom is only 12, 13 years older than his child. That's crazy to me, my nigga, but I guess type shit, right? Moving on. Before we wrap this up, man, let's go ahead and get to an Ant-Man review. You know, I don't really do too much reviews on here no more. I'm a movie guy. I let y'all know that shit all the motherfucking time. I went and seen Ant-Man. I live right next door to a movie theater, so I actually walked this time. It was literally like a 6-minute walk. It's literally halfway down the block type shit. And it was pretty cool. I think I'm gonna do that a lot more instead of trying to waste gas and stuff like that. But I went and seen Ant-Man, called a matinee. Went and caught the shit in 3D. I don't know why I got 3D, but every 3D movie I seen, the shit was not 3D. Like, what the fuck? I think I'm gonna see the Avatar. I still ain't seen that. I'm gonna see that in 3D because they say you have to see that in 3D. James Cameron fucking fool with that shit. But I seen Ant-Man, and it was trash. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, Ant-Man, before I say that, like, Ant-Man isn't the nigga who I look forward to saving the world. I'm not even a Spider-Man guy, but at least give me a nigga that can shoot some webs out of his fucking wrist. And he can convince me he can make shit sticky. You know, if he can make shit sticky with that shit. I'm more of a Captain America, Iron Man type nigga. Whole phase 1 of Marvel, I'm with you. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, I'm with you, my nigga. This Ant-Man shit was whack. Now I like Jonathan Majors, bro. I'm a Jonathan Majors nigga. I loved him in what was the TV show? What was the TV show he did, man? Fuck. With old girl, with Juicy Smollett's sister. I don't even know, but y'all know the show I'm talking about. It got canceled after like 1 season or some shit because it was talking about the real. I liked it. My cousin actually an extra on that show. She was an extra on one of the shows. I believe it was like the episode where it was the big party in the street and shit. Like she was an extra on the show. Like she was actually there. You seen her on camera and shit. Like, yeah, nigga, like my cousin was doing big things. Shout out to my cousin. Round of applause for you, girl. That's enough though, because I don't know if you type into the podcast, so it's really fuck you for no, I'm just playing, but shout out to you. But she was an extra on that show. And I watched the show. It was a great show. I didn't think he was the greatest of actors, but I am happy that once that show got canceled, he leveled the fuck up. Creed 3, he was in the Deviation movie where he a fighter pilot or some shit like that. He got this whole Marvel shit locked up. Like, dude leveled the fuck up. So I'm happy for him in that fact. But I didn't think he was like the greatest of actors. I still don't, but he is good. But I don't think he's like on some next Denzel type shit. He got a better chance of being next Denzel than fucking Michael B. Jordan, because I don't think Michael B. Jordan can actually act. I think he just look good on screen. But Jonathan Majors did his thing in this movie. He was the bright spot of the movie, right? The writing was horrible. There was really nothing to really talk about from the movie, really. Like, it was a fast-paced movie. It kind of like they just threw some shit together. The reason why I really want to bring the movie up is not because I want to talk about fucking Ant-Man, but nobody gives a fuck about Ant-Man. It's a fucking ant. Like, what? He's an ant. He talks to ants, my nigga. You think I give a fuck about that? The reason why I bring it is because me being such a movie guy, bro, I can't sit there and act like Marvel isn't fucking Marvel, bro. The Marvel movies was great, my nigga. Like, Marvel itself has been great. But since Endgame, bro, Marvel been ass, bro. Like, Marvel has been ass since Endgame. Yeah, you get shit sprinkled in. You got the Loki TV show. You get, you know what else? Like, nothing after Endgame has really been that good, bro. I'm being honest with you. I didn't even like Black Panther 2 like that. The Wakanda Forever shit, I didn't even like that shit like that, bro. Don't give me a fucking movie called Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, and it's a movie with a bunch of niggas getting their ass whipped by Mexicans all damn movie. Like, no, I'm over with the Mexicans. Cool. I like tacos too, nigga. But I don't want to see no fucking movie that's called Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Got niggas dressing up in their fucking African garms and shit to go see a movie with fucking Mexicans doing the fucking crooked Dragon Ball Z shit, whooping our ass. Like, I ain't trying to see that shit, bro. But that's what the fuck they gave us. Even to the last fucking second of the movie, they had the last 4-5 surviving niggas of Wakanda on the edge of a ship about to massacre and slaughter these niggas. Until the nigga, what's the Mexican nigga, what's the nigga name? Namor came up like, nah, it's cool, y'all. Enchiladas on me. Like, that's some bullshit like that. But it's like, I didn't even like that fucking movie. I like Loki, the TV show, the Wanda shit, that shit was whack. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man, I'm not a Spider-Man nigga, bro. I don't like one Spider-Man. 3 other niggas is definitely not finna do it for me. But it was cool to see. I like Doctor Strange, but that shit wasn't good. Ain't shit been really good for Marvel since Endgame, bro. And it really leads me to something I've been trying not to say, bro, because I really don't want to be taken the wrong way. Marvel has done a disservice to women, bro. It's easy for me to come on here and be like, yo, man, Marvel been whack as fuck ever since they've been trying to implement all these women superheroes. Captain Marvel's ass. That shit bad, bro. The Black Widow shit, that shit ass. The 10 Ring shit. Now he was Chinese, so I let that slide. What's the little TV show, the Miss Marvel TV? That shit ass. This Ant-Man shit, Casey Lang, that shit ass. All this shit been ass, bro. We ain't even had Captain America yet. They gave us fucking Captain Carter. That shit was ass. All that shit been ass. All of it. So it's easy for me to come here and be like, yo, man, this woman superhero shit. This shit lame as fuck. I don't want to see that shit. I don't like She-Hulk ass. All this women shit has been ass. And I don't think it's because of the women. I think it's because of Marvel. They not doing a good job setting women up for success. They literally giving all these women straight bullshit. Straight bullshit, my nigga. She-Hulk, ass, my nigga. That Miss Marvel shit, ass, my nigga. Captain Carter, ass, my nigga. What's the motherfucking the Black Widow shit, ass. Her replacement, ass. All that shit just been ass. So for it doesn't lend a helping hand to women actresses. It doesn't lend a hand to actresses who want to do these movies, because the automatic general public will be like, "Oh, I don't want to watch no fucking superheroes, women superheroes. Where's the men?" That's what niggas is already saying. But when you put these movies out and they just bad, not bad because of the women's acting, the script be bad. The fucking fight scenes be bad. Nigga, nothing be good about these movies except for the color scheme of the shit. That shit can only get you so far. So it's Marvel that's doing this shit. It's not because women suck at acting. I love women actors. Nia Long. I love Nia Long. Regina Hall. Regina King. I love them. Now I know those are the go-to names. Those are the go-to names for African-American actresses. But my point is, I love women actors. I love the girl who plays. I love Lupita. I love Lupita. I love motherfucking Angela Bassett. I love the girl who plays Shuri. I love motherfucking me. Damn, what's my girl name? Start with a D. Damn, from Walking Dead. She's on the Black Panther, but her name starts with a D. She got one of those names. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I love her as an actor, as an actress. But these movies that they put in them in to showcase their overall talent, so we don't just look at them as eye candy or on-screen pussy, it's not working because the movies and projects are just ass. It's like the time hasn't been spent on these movies the same way it was being spent if Robert Downey Jr. walked in that motherfucker. Like it's Marvel doing this, and they fucking up, bro. I'm telling you, they ain't been good since Endgame. They ain't been good since Endgame. And really what it is Marvel was holding up this whole superhero shit, and I'm going to talk about this, I'm going to move on. Because I got one more topic, then we're going to wrap this shit up. I got somewhere to be. They ain't been good, and they were the ones keeping the superhero shit alive, because DC had fell off a long time ago. DC only got Batman. And niggas getting tired of seeing the Batman story be told over and over again. Okay, my nigga, his parents died, my nigga. Her pearls got shot off her neck, my nigga. Okay, my nigga, okay. But the last Batman movie was good. It was good as fuck. They got this new Flash movie finna come out. That look alright. That look pretty motherfucking good. Marvel better step their shit up, or DC might take this shit right back. Or if push comes to shove, if motherfuckers just automatically already all out on DC, not really gonna try to revive them niggas type shit, then obviously the Batman movies should have popped, but superhero movies altogether will pretty much go down the drain if Marvel can't keep this shit afloat. Because I feel like a lot of us has really gave up on DC movies, but Marvel was the flagship. And if they can't keep this shit afloat no more, we might as well go back to old school horror movies and shit like that, because Marvel has really fell off. It truly is sad to see. I guess everybody can't be, in their prime for long. It was a nice 12-year, 14-year run, but it's bad now, bro. It truly motherfucking is. Moving on. Before we get the fuck out of here, man. Aiden motherfucking Ross. Aiden Ross living on the slippery slope. If you ever know Aiden Ross is a streamer. He was on Twitch. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I watched a nigga like that, but I knew who he was. He interacted with a lot of niggas I did watch. So I know, dude, he's one of the biggest streamers on the world right now. He's not on Twitch. I'm gonna speed through because I don't want to act like I know all details about this nigga shit like that. Pretty much the big news about Adin Ross is he was getting banned on TikTok. I'm on Twitch. I told you about that. Him and Kai and Bruce dropping him off. He got banned on TikTok. On Twitch around the same time. He comes back a week later. He was on his whole positive shit. And Adin Ross had been around Andrew Tate. He had really started going around Andrew Tate, as of late, started getting mentored by him. So his whole way of thinking and shit has been changing. He started changing up his content, started telling motherfuckers he wasn't busting no nuts, he wasn't jacking off no more, he wasn't watching porn no more, he wasn't fucking no more. He was watching where he's being positive type shit. He's just being positive, right? But then he started talking about how, the jacuzzi streams on Twitch is bullshit. He started rubbing people the wrong way. And he's a very influential motherfucker for the youth. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got a lot of kids watching him, bro, which is gonna be even more important than what I'm finna say in the next couple minutes. He's on Twitch. He's doing all this positive talk, trying to talk bad about people who's quote unquote doing shit that he doesn't approve of. So people started, calling him right wing and stuff like that. He says Twitch reached out to him, let him know, like, if you keep doing this shit, you're gonna end up getting banned permanently or something like that. Yada yada yada. What ends up happening is Adin Ross gets in connections with Kik. Not Kik like the messaging app that I thought it was, a KIK, but I believe it's KICK. Big crip over here, nigga, watch your mouth. But I believe it is KICK. I believe it's owned by Stake. Now, if you know about Stake, it's it's a betting service. Stake betting. I believe it's owned by China. So it's they got loan fucking money. So what happens is they try to launch their own streaming platform like Twitch, trying to be rivals with Twitch. So they hand out big motherfucking bags. Stake gave Drake a big ass bag for like advertisement or endorsement. I think like $500 million or something like that. What comes out with Kik is their TOS is a lot different than Twitch. If you know anything about Twitch, you can't do a lot of things on Twitch. Like you can't say certain things. You can't do whatever the fuck you want. Your chat has to be, monitored, stuff like that because of TOS. If you violate TOS, like I told you about the Castanet situation, they will ban you. The thing with Kik is they don't have TOS. So it's pretty much the wild, wild west over there. You can say whatever the fuck you want, do whatever the fuck you want, and it's just a fucking live stream. And he did that. Report came up that Kik gave Adin Ross 150 motherfucking million. Round of applause for 150 million. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. All right, enough of that, because it gets worse. 150 million is a lot of fucking money, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like 150 million is a lot. And the reason why he's getting that bag is because, like I said, Kik is being ran by Stake. Stake is getting so much fucking money. That's a drop in the bucket for them. 150 million is just a fucking drop in the bucket for them. But to bring Adin Ross over to help establish your platform is fucking big. And I believe they said he has some type of ownership into it as well, which is fucking great. You want to own your content as much as you can. The thing about what Adin Ross going over there, he's had a few live streams. I believe he did the live stream of the Super Bowl. He literally live streamed the whole Super Bowl. The thing about not having TOS, and I'm not going to say like I know about all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I studied all this shit. No, I don't. A lot of this information I'm going to tell you is shit that I've got from listening to other people and also from just where I know from being in this shit as much as I have been so far. The thing with TOS, bro, that shit, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. You want to be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do on camera and stuff like that. But those things actually protect you as well. Like I just mentioned, bro, the nigga streamed the whole Super Bowl on a live stream. You can't do that, bro. Like, the NFL is not going to let that shit slide, bro. He had over 100,000 people watching the Super Bowl with him. Like, yeah, that shit sound lit. But nigga, what about when the NFL seen that fucking that paperwork? Because nigga, you just streamed the game for free to 100,000 people. Since there's no TOS, bro, Kik not gonna be held responsible for that shit. It will be straight on Aiden if he's not being careful. Now, it came out and they said that he did another live stream. And this time he streamed a porno. This is where I come in because, as I just mentioned, his audience is kids, bro. Ain't no niggas, grown ass men watching Aiden. These kids, bro. So to think that you was no nigga preaching all that positivity shit, no fap, no busting nuts, no cussing, no smoking, no drinking, none of that shit. But once you get the $150 million, what's the first thing you do? One of the first things you do. You live stream pornography on your stream when your audience is mostly underage niggas, underage kids. That's a problem, my nigga. That's a problem, my nigga. Now I get when niggas get the bag, they start to do, so whatever the fuck they want. I get that part of it. But that's how niggas get fucked up. 150 million is a lot. But nigga, what is your morals? How much does that cost? Because you was on some positive shit, right? Meditation flow. No busting, no nuts, none of that shit. But as soon as you get the bag, what you streaming porno? You got niggas on your chat saying the N-word? You on GTA shooting niggas in the face? He's doing a lot of flagrant shit. He's doing a lot of flagrant shit that I don't want to get into because I don't really give a fuck. I'm not surprised that if a nigga was just using black folks to get on. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm more so astounded at the fact this nigga has an audience primarily of underage kids and his stream was a porno. That's a problem, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. That's a problem. Because I don't give a fuck. What if there's a fucking 5-year-old, a 7, 8-year-old boy watching their live stream? And what is he being introduced to, Aiden? He's being introduced to sex. Sex. Lots of it. By you. That's a charge. That's a crime. That's sexual activity. That's some shit. I watch Steve Wilkos. The niggas who be making them kids watch pornos and shit, they don't just get slapped on the wrist, my nigga. To think that you live streaming a porno to 100,000 motherfuckers and let's guess what, 98,000 of them motherfuckers is kids? That's a problem. So it's interesting to see, man. It's going to be interesting to see. I'm seeing a lot of content creators take the same stance that I'm taking. We all just trying to see how this shit going to play out. Because $150 million is a lot of fucking money, bro. But it's not worth it if you're going to be doing the shit you're doing and streaming motherfucking me movies, streaming motherfucking me the Super Bowl, streaming these motherfucking me pornos and shit like that. When those companies get a hold of your ass and they start sending those motherfucking me those cease and desist letters, they start sending that paperwork to they suing your ass, don't look at Kick, bro. Look at that $150 million that they gave you and start seeing how fast that shit go out the window. And start seeing how fast that shit go out the window, plus how fast your brand name get dragged through the mud. Because I don't know no recovery from a nigga streaming pornos to little kids. Ain't no recovery from that. Now you saying the N-word, some niggas will get over that. But you start fucking with them kids, bro, nah. And you start fucking with the NFL and they money, you start live streaming these movies and shit, and MGM and them niggas start reaching out to you, they lawyers is different, my nigga. Now, I'm not trying to give you no advice because you got a lot more money than me. You very well be one of the niggas who say, man, fuck the messenger. Fuck the message and the messenger type shit. You might be one of those niggas. So I'm not even going to try to shoot you no bail, my boy. What I am going to say is you playing a motherfucking me dangerous game. You live it on that slippery ass slope right now. Because I don't give a how much money you think you got. You ain't got more money than MGM. You ain't got more money than NFL. You ain't got more money than Pornhub and all these niggas, bro. They got lawyers, my boy. And they will tear your ass a new asshole, my boy. So you need to relax. Because you hit a lick with the $150 million. You hit a lick with your ownership. You hit that lick. But what's a lick if you ain't got it? What's a lick if you can't keep licking that motherfucker? What's a lick if you can't keep benefiting from it? I ain't never seen a lick where it's a one-time beneficial thing. A lick is some shit, man. You can show you good off that shit. the shit you doing, my boy, you moving kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I don't like it. I don't like a nigga for promoting shit sexual to no kids, bro. I don't. I'm all for the freaky deaky shit. But if you know your audience is it even got a 10% of kids in it, you shouldn't be live streaming no motherfucking me porno. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'm not giving you niggas no motherfucking me content to beat your dicks, and I'm being responsible for it. I would never do that. I would never do no shit like that. But I'm not Aiden Ross. So I'll keep you guys updated to see how that story plays out, because it is a very wild motherfucking story. And we'll see just how far, you know what I'm saying, this shit plays out and how far it goes, because he's taking up a notch, bro. When you stream the Super Bowl, that's one thing. You stream pornos, that's something totally motherfucking different, bro. It truly is. But with that being said, I think that's all I motherfucking got, man. Let's run back through the motherfucking document real fast, make sure we didn't skip nothing. We got Long Live Nipsey Hussle, Eric Holder been sentenced to 60 years. God being disappointed with y'all cutting y'all dicks off. Big Groove versus the People. Street Beefs, Parents versus the Cool Kids. FBG Duck Mama getting 35 bands for popping that pussy on OnlyFans. Karl Malone getting pedophile privilege. Ant-Man and Marvel decline. And Aiden Ross living on a slipping motherfucking slope. Yeah, man, that's all I motherfucking got. That's all I got. So with that being said, I will say this, man. I just want to take time, man, and say, you know, if you got anybody out there that you need closure with, do that shit, bro. I know I talked about a few episodes ago about how important closure truly was, but recently I just, closed another door on another long-lasting relationship I had with a young woman. And this was the first time we actually ended things, amicably. We both can walk away from this feeling like at peace with the shit, and it feels good. Every time we had a falling out, we would link back up because it kind of felt like there was unfinished business. And this time, without pretty much getting into an argument, it was laughter. There was some sadness involved, but we both were able to walk away from this situation. Feeling good about it. So if anybody got anything with closure about, man, I encourage you all to do it. It can be very beneficial. I've seen a change in me already. I feel like I always felt there was something I need to get off my chest. And when I did with this person, I feel like it was received properly, it's in the right way. And also it just made me feel a little bit better about myself, because a lot of times I had bad feelings about the shit that was going on. And knowing that when everything's out laid on the table, I was able to walk away from that knowing like, okay, I'm not the piece of shit I thought I was. And I felt better about myself and getting myself out of a toxic situation. So anybody who got closure on their mind, they got to get closure with somebody, I encourage you guys to truly motherfucking do it, man. But with that being said, DJ, hit me! I want to say, for all the bullshit, all the ups and downs of this podcast, man, I truly appreciate each and every one of you for riding with your boy, sticking with me throughout all the motherfucking struggles, the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of this shit. I truly appreciate you guys, because without you guys, there's a lot of days where I won't be able to make it type shit. I really depend on you guys to get me through a lot of my bullshit. And with you guys doing that, it's really helped me develop as a man, develop as a podcaster, help me grow into the person I truly want to become. So I want to thank you guys for that. And with that being said, you know how I get up on this side, man. It's all love these ways. Never let them start with the bullshit. Always keep the main thing. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane, and how I try this episode, man. We out this motherfucker. Peace. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, man. They got that nigga Big Groove the fuck out of here, B. They got him the fuck out of here, man, for dancing and looking goofy and shit and being happy. They told that nigga he was being a coon. God damn. That shit crazy as a motherfucker, B. gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful, man. I guess they was right, man. This shit's all about relationships, right? It's all about relationships. You can benefit from them, or they can be the last straw that broke the camel's back type shit. Truly is crazy, man. Truly motherfucking is. All right, y'all, next episode, man. Peace.
Welcome to Raw is
OG! Hatch, man, you know the fuck it is, nigga. Go play on me, man.